mates, how are you doing? Raining again, a wet centre unfortunately, but in the cellar here. Still experiment with filters, you know. You have seen these before, and my filter number 3 video in the bucket is attached, and I tried this back in the day, but I researched a bit more deeply about the history of this filter, and today it's marketed as a cigarette for the stem filter, and the big weak point was plastic caps. Apparently this goes on the hot side, so to the bowl. Maybe this red plastic is more resistant, I don't know. They call them actually not Denicotea, those crystals, you know, the big ones, crystals that go in the bowl. They call it Denicotea. And they make 9mm filters, and recently, I think the last couple of years, they make 6mm filters in the style, in the same style. They're slightly thicker than normal filters. Here's Big Ben. I measured, for example, these two to compare. Here's the result. So here are the results, the width of the Denicotea filters, and you see they're about 8.5, a bit more. Usual active charcoal filters are about 8.1 or 8.2. Big Ben is typical, but you see they're thicker, and I think 90% of my pipes, they fit very snugly, but there were a few as probably it's too thick. You see also the red cap is a bit wider, and that's interesting, and after smoking with the filter it swells a little bit, but you can reuse these filters. They say 10 or 20 times, but I would maybe dry them out after using them, and maybe one or three times. They're a little bit more expensive than active charcoal filters, about 20 cents, and active charcoals are usually about 12 or 15 cents. So, you know, there's a difference of the price. But if you can use them 2 or 3 times, maybe that makes economic sense. So if you have a loose pipe, this could be also a solution, because they're almost the thickest 9mm filters. And 1 or 2 of my pipes, for example the Dracula Peterson, almost impossible to put it in the tenon, you know. But most my pipes, they fit snugly. So I'm trying just one of the regular filters, 9mm here, with my wonderful witchy witchy pipe. I picked this one because the shank to the center of the bowl, right about here, is quite long. I'm trying to get a distance between the fire and the plastic cap. It's about here, and actually not many pipes have more than 2 centimeters or 3 centimeters. This is a bit longer, and we'll see if the red cap survives this bowl. I'm just smoking a Grand Cru, a medium aromatic, you know. The big thing about silica gel, the crystals, I used it as a chemist in the laboratory. It's a very effective purifying method for crude products in chemistry, you know, where you need to remove all the side products or the tar, and you know, like this. I did a lot of purification, use this silica gel, and you also know that silica gel is actually a desiccant, so it dries and absorbs water as well. Like this, it's the same stuff. So it should be very good and powerful to dry and purify the smoke. They say in Denicotea that actually it removes a lot of nicotine as well. I could believe that because nicotine is in its structure is going to bind with silica gel very well. So if you're a high nic favorite, a fan of nicotine, maybe these filters are not good for you. But if you're like me, I'm medium to low nicotine, you know, low nicotine. So so these filters could be actually better, you know. So, and I feel it's actually a forgotten filter, because this company made also offered 9mm briars as well. There's a link below, one of the few videos about Denicotea and these filters as well. So they were initially designed also for pipes, not just cigarettes. Why they don't, for example, put a ceramic cap like that, or just work with a partner who makes these filters and fill them with silica gel. You have an additional market, you know, not just cigarettes. But perhaps these filters, neglected filters, in the title, you know, it's they're a bit forgotten as an option. And like I said in the last video, I like to have a few options, you know, depending on the tobacco and my requirements. So how it fits and what it's filtered, you know. You've got meerschaum, you've got active coal, you've got silica gel, you know. You could make mix of those, like white elephant superflow, you know, or super mix, I think. where they have meerschaum and active coal. But silica gel is a bit forgotten, and as a chemist I can testify it's very powerful purifying material. Some people say, oh yeah, well, there's a certain danger of silica gel. If you powder it to dust, fine dust, yes, you have a problem. But these crystals are very you can't with heat or smoke break them down. So the crystals are stable in structure, and I don't think you'll get any dust in your mouth or in your lungs as well. So I don't think that's a great danger. So I'll complete my experiment and we'll look at the filter after, how it survives and how it looks. So here's an unused filter, and one on the top is used, and you see a lot of color goes in the crystal, so all the tars and probably nicotine. There's a little water in the filter cylinder, but I know the smoke was actually cool and dry. Regarding the cap, it stands very well against the heat. I will try a couple of other pipes to see what is the difference, but I think these red caps are silicon, and they you see the right is unsmoked filter and the left is the smoked one. There's no deformation or melting of the cap. So today I smoked the same filter dried overnight, and the second smoke is clearly overloaded water in the cylinder. So unfortunately you can't smoke these filters more than once. So I wrote to Denicotea and asked them about the caps and suitable of the pipes, and they say no, buy the Blitz active charcoal. You can use them in pipes if you have a slow technique and a cool tobacco, so it's possible, but they don't actually these days recommend these filters for pipes. Some last words about the 6mm filters. Here they are, and the red cap is actually one hole and quite small. They fit in the Savinelli Favola, and my last smoke here in the video is that one. So smoking these 6mm filters, and yeah, as expected, the draw is a bit restricted, but it's possible, so you can smoke it. So they function. It's a bit tight in the tenon, but it fits as you saw in the photo, so no problem there. I'm smoking Carter Hall in this one. It's a bit more dry than the other Grand Cru, but it's like an asthmatic pipe. It's a wheeze, I can't really recommend these 6mm filters because the hole is too small, and so only for, you know, cigarettes and things like that. But I'll try and to finish my bowl. But the flavour is good. I think that's one plus of the silica gel. I hope it was interesting for you and clarified maybe a question about these Denicotea filters. So I'll see you in a week or 10 days. I'm going a bit of a holiday in Germany, and take care, and good smokes for you as well.